Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are now watching Conquest String Esports Showdown Southeast Asia, sponsored by String Metaverse and brought to you by none other than Showdown and High IQ. This is me, Scared Yet. This time around, though, it's not Raiden out here. I know you guys might be missing him, but it's absolutely fine. He'll be joining us pretty soon. But we've got a very solid matchup in front of us, people, because it's the quarterfinals day one, and the first best of three is going to be between Slow Aimers and Rush B. I know we've all been waiting for this one matchup for such a long time, but don't worry about it. We'll be starting pretty soon. Now, the fun fact here, and for some of the information for all the people out there, is the fact that we'll start it on Anubis, because the Rapido was already here, and eventually they'll be loving to play on this one. The fun fact is, we haven't really seen a lot of Anubis out there from these two teams, so this might be a pretty fun map to see who actually has the upper hand, because we know Rush B as a team, they were part of Group A and they stormed their group. And by stormed, I really mean stormed their group. They only lost one matchup, and that too, if I'm not wrong, against Griffin. So we already know Slow Aimers were the ones who were on the struggling end. Eventually, they ended up being in the 5th position. So the only reason why they're here right now is because one of the teams decided to back off who were in the top 4 in the Group B. So that's going to be a new chance, a new hope for Slow Aimers. Hopefully they can tune that in and maybe get a bit too fast out there, because you have to. Rush B and their imports, man, the Russian imports have been shutting down every single one on the other side. So there needs to be someone who can eventually put a stop onto them. It's already the quarterfinals, so we already know it's going to be pretty solid matchup between both of them. A best of 3 out here. And we'll be starting things on Anubis again. Just a few more seconds, people, and here we go. Here we go with the first round already as Slow Aimers. They'll be starting things on the CT side, while we'll be having Rush B starting it on the T side. Antivirus, Singapore, Darky, Shiva, Prime. On the other side, it's Styx, Illusion, Shadow, Free Money, Joker. When I need free money. Things don't happen that way, does it? Cool. No worries. One thing that happens is some pretty insane games, right? Because it's Conquest after all, and the event has been going on for over 2 weeks now, people. So that's one important thing about that, because whenever teams play for such a long time, you tend to get habitual of what the other team is doing. And since most of the games were out there, a lot of people were watching that. That basically means you've got so many VODs to review a lot of stuff. But for now, we're not going to be focusing a lot out there. It's already hit going in on towards the side. Pretty fast control being taken right now, so don't really have a lot to work around with. Slow Aimers, they've got to move a bit too fast out there. Need to take the fight though, but Darky, 6th spot already shutting down most of the people out there. Back and forth trade, but it's still the advantage in the favor of Rush B. Win out the round, close out it so very quickly. And I think so Slow Aimers will need to change a few things up out there, because that's not really the way they would have anticipated the things to start. Giving up on a lot of that space, eventually just ending up not having any control of the site. Maybe we're going to say a few tweaks coming in out here. Again, a lot of pressure over towards the mid-bridge though, but that's a nice cracky shot of the Deagle. Right in the dome of Prime. Brought down onto the feet. Couple of SMGs out here in the mix with an upgraded pistol. Oh, the people, they've moved in so far forward though. But actually have an opportunity moving from the temple. There we go. Couple of openers onto the side, as well as the players were pinched in. Just one more remaining. And one more found. Side has been taken though, and a couple of weapons upgraded on the other side. The answer back is there. A 2v2. Very much doable. There's an upgrade for Illusion as well in his hands. He's seeing the people with Darky. Able to land the shot, not just one, but rather 2. It was so very close. Those Slow Aimers were able to quickly adapt to that mid push. But again, the entire part of bridge out open, middle given up. And the rotation from those 2 players from the Palace is what eventually got players on side pinched up. Don't really want to see that happen multiple times out there. Some adaptations out now. We're going to see a aggressive control over towards the mid already out there. Free money holding that space down. But a wide change this time from Rushby as they spread out throughout the map, and Six Path finds the first one open. Antivirus as well answers back. Advantage out there. A Six Path adjusts the aim right on the head of Shadow. Breaks open that B side, and now the bomb should be going down there. Free money. No clue about the off angle. You don't anticipate the player pushed up so far forward so early on in the round, and it seems that we'll be going into the 3-0 start. The economy in shambles, and Tex just try to save his M4 in the hands. 56 more seconds though. It's down to 33 of his HP, and there's already someone on his feet. Antivirus behind him, but probably Singapore will find him. No, absolutely not. Was able to close him down as well. And hold on! This guy has decided not to give up on any of that. It's down to the last 1v1. He's got no clue, and that's the first snipe of quarterfinals. My man Antivirus did him dirty. Did not give up on his own position though. Tex almost pulled it off for his team, so should have enough dollars in the bank account to probably buy another rifle for himself, but nasty start out there, 3-0. Few AKs on the mix on the other side. And another push down towards mid. Double door Antivirus taking it way too fast towards mid though. An opportunity, a chance, and it's a missed shot from Shadow. He had the perfect way to take down Anti, but eventually misses out on a few of those shots. And again, a big cluster over towards mid. Really want to take down. But Rushby has anticipated that. They have got players ready for this clear. Smoke right in front. Oh my god. Hello? Six Path, unfortunate. Man was disconnected out here. Site A taken. CT. That's where free money should be aware, but Antivirus takes his head out. And the lurk as well has been taken care of. Joker could not find anything. Prime was there watching that out. Missed out opportunity by Prime though, so Illusion. Having that weapon in the hand for long though, 6 HP on the guy with the AK in his hand. All the way towards the T-spawn. While Tex is holding down bridge. Rushby just wants to hunt them, and the hunting will be successful. The Cats Tex out there too. These rounds have been going so very fast, time after time, and it's constantly been those couple of those A splits, the first in the pistol round and then in round number 4. And apart from that, a full-fledged mid push down towards the B to go for a B split. And that too directly from Palace. Rushby have clearly shown their interest, and they will contest the mid every single time. Now the question is, do slow aimers have some of those lineups of the Molotovs? Do they have some kind of set play with the flash that they could eventually find that timing and punish the players of Rushby as they're pushing it down all the way from mid? Because unless they control that mid, I don't really see slow aimers getting a big win out there. Rushby, they're the ones who've got the advantage. They're the ones who've got the confidence. It seems like that is rising high. Antivirus as well. Facing a little bit of disconnect issues, but don't worry people. We'll be fixing all of that way too quickly. It's a technical pause out there for the players. They'll be hopping in way too quickly. You don't have to worry about any of that. In the meantime though, we've got an opportunity. You can hit that like button. You can click on the subscribe button as well. You can make sure that you follow so that you do not miss out on any of the upcoming events as well. Every single time. We've known the organizers to organize multiple events out there, lasting for quite a long time. Doing a lot for the Counter-Strike scene out here in India. So you might want to join in onto this train and support all the people out there. So huge shout out to all of our sponsors and to all of the people. String Metaverse, Showdown specifically, for handling all the technical aspects and high IQ for the production. We're starting things off on Anubis, though we're already seeing that Mirage is going to be the next map. So again, a map that most of the people love to play on, and then we'll move on to Ancient if in case things go 1-1 on each side, and every single one of us want to see the third map between these teams. But, sometimes you do receive what we hope for, sometimes you just got to manifest it. Hopefully, Slimers, they've got enough in their arsenal to bring us to that map number 3, because most of the people might have already predicted it to, be a very solid play for, or rather, a very straightforward win for Rush B. We'll just have to wait and see, though. Slimers, to be honest, they've got some decent ideas. They're having some nice shots. Right? They were able to land in some nasty shots, specifically in that round number 2, where they almost pulled it off down to the last 2v2. And even in round number 3 as well, we saw Tex eventually almost pulling it off for his team. But there are certain scenarios where you've got to, just anticipate what your opponent is trying to do. You've got to take that map space away from them. I think so. The idea of slow aimers to try and hold down the site, they'll kind of have to tweak that up a bit. Need to put people out there in mid specifically, because every single time Rushby has been taking mid. Ironic. Because mostly out of the last 4 rounds, they've a couple of times gone towards the A. One time they've just hunted down every other player. They've only gone B one time. Playing a bit of a fake out there with their own name itself. Just a little while, people. We've already got one player connected out here. Just need one more. Prime is already back. Antivirus as well out here. It's Shiva who's disconnected. Well, I believe you've got to wait for the next few thousand years, meditating to try and find him. Unless you are Parvati. Then we've got to wait for a few more thousand years. Op out there in the mix now in the hands of Tex. So maybe this can do something. I'm intrigued to see as to where he will place his op. I've seen him go towards mid a couple of times, so maybe this time around we will see him go to mid yet again. An AK in the hands of Illusion. While Shadow, Free Money and Joker, they'll be playing onto those M4s. Now, Shadow has been struggling right now. He's going 0-4. He's basically been picked off in every single round. He has not really found success. And I think so. It's going to be very crucial for him to eventually find that opener and get back in his own momentum. Tex in one of the rounds as well, getting that big 4K. He's been here sitting in 4-4, but apart from that one round, even he has been on the struggling end, or rather on the receiving end. On the other side, though, everyone's just feeling themselves, specifically Singapore, Antivirus, and Darky. Haven't really been picked off a lot. Singapore a couple of times, Antivirus and Darky only once out of the last 4 rounds that they've played. I guess it's going to be very crucial for slow aimers to try and find that opportunity, find that timing. And it all will fall down back to that mid fight. If they're able to win that mid fight, they should be closing it out. If they can't win the mid fight, yeah, that's where the trouble will begin. I just have to wait and see eventually. here's the thing, since we're already waiting for all the players out there, you guys might as well just type in your predictions at this point. Who do you think is actually winning this one? Will it be slow aimers or will it be Rush B? Because since we've been waiting for both of them, you've got some time to try and interact with each other on chat as well. And in the meantime, maybe we can get Raiden free and he can hop in as well and support me out here. But ladies and gentlemen, just to fix all of these technical issues, we'll be hopping into a very short break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. But man, we've got such a patient audience and we've got so good people out there in the back production. They've fixed out the issues very quickly and now we are back again, ladies and gentlemen. But the fun thing is that now it's going to be a 4v5. Especially, we are going to play with just 4 players out here. Slow aimers as well on the other side. Joker, Qeeyou, back in the game too. So maybe it's going to be a 4v4 for a little while at least. But now he's finally back as well. He'll be hopping into this one. But that is a big, big blow to Rush B. Fortunate that the technical issue, the side of players, was not resolved, but gotta do what you gotta do, man. The entire team is now gonna play a 4v5. Already having a big advantage out here with a 4-0 lead, but now there's an opportunity for slow aimers to try and pull all of that back. All the way out in mid, and here we go. Shiva not here, so you've got to play without the God's grace out, maybe hoping that the blessings are still out here. Again, a couple of smokes being thrown out, and this time, very aggressive positioning by Free Money out here. The M4 in the hand, Joker though, with just the pistol, that's going to be a big thing. Oh, another re-smoke at the perfect time maybe, but Prime just pushes out of it and is able to delete Shadow. That is such a big play, and in the meantime, Illusion, fortunately, was disconnected as well as Singapore, and Prime break open. A side yet again. And Prime as well. This time though, figured out where he was. ARX. Still holding it. Still controlling the A side. The question is, can he pull this 1v3? The shot missed by Antivirus. Free Money got the opportunity now, maybe. He's got an individual battle in front of him. Could be a big mistake from Rush B. They're already at a major number disadvantage, but right now, having that advantage in their hands. Not a lot of time out there in the hands of Free Money though, as again, Morador being thrown out, but Aki just pushes out of it. Eventually he's taken down, but Singapore, yeah, his position is not anticipated. You do not expect anyone to be sitting in the smoke right now. Not a lot of time as well. He shows up and Singapore puts a bullet onto the skull of Free Money. Again, another 1v1. And it's another big win. Rush B is having so much control in this game. Another tactical timeout out here, this time to discuss out a few of their things and maybe get a couple of players back up, man. They're struggling a lot. The only thing that is actually making Rush B struggle have been the internet issues. And of course, some of their over-aggressive gameplays, which have given some crucial 1v1s to the side of slow aimers. This is the fact that they don't anticipate where the last player is. It's happened 2 times now. One in round number 3 and the next time in round number 5. I think so if a few fights go their way, they might as well win a few crucial rounds. Because they are aiming pretty good. Just falls down to the fact how struggling in terms of the macro now. Controlling mid yet again. Couple of players holding it down. Fight over towards the A. That's going to be most important. Between Shadow as well as Prime. So decide to go over to the other side though. A big pick already. In the hands of Free Money. It's a 1-for-1 trade as Illusion has been taken down, but Free Money. That man is just making a big thing out here, but Antivirus was able to shut him down and the site has been broken. Prime just deletes both the anchors on site. Thanks to the nasty flash as well on the face, and it's all down to Shadow. The investment in AWP was also there, but Shadow finally finds a 1v1. It is a possibility because Prime is low though. He's using the AWP. And so the utility out there, and again, smoke a bit too late, but the off angle from Antivirus. Just enough. And it's a 6-0 start. They're playing out of their mind right now. Even in a 4v5. One or the other player constantly getting those double kills has been a big problem. Some of the individuals being offered as well. I did like the idea in the previous one where Free Money was pushing out mid, but this time around, very heavy presence. Double dose being held down by Tech. He's got a couple of players out there, and he'll be able to spray both of them down, though, but still Darky and Singapore. They found some of their own opportunities. Not a perfect shot by Prime, but he's still surviving, but not from this frag. Joker finally finds it, and this is the first time ever that slow aimers have found themselves in the advantage. Great, Singapore sees the one, takes him down. But does he anticipate the second? Absolutely not. And it's Joker to finally put the bullet in the skull. Slow aimers finally getting their first round. My, oh my. It took everything out of them eventually to pull that one together, but at least now they've got an opportunity. No op this time around. Couple of AKs into the M4. Suppressed as well. Back and forth trade out here in mid yet again. Prime finds both of the players, gives them a big advantage to his team. But look at the number 5 in blue, Joker. Look at his positioning. Eventually can find something as Illusion falls as well. Prime going rampage with the 3K. We can get a couple of more though, but still it's a back and forth fight. Singapore and Antifire is just overwhelming the players on the A side. Get another one for themselves. The one round that slow aimers were able to take were the ones where they fully controlled mid. But there was a big double kill by Tex in mid. Apart from that, just been struggling. And look at these nasty lineups as well. How do you even contest through all of that? There's still angle being held by Joker, though, but Darky finds an opportunity on the other part of the map. Illusion taking down Tex, launches back onto Antivirus, even though the flash was sent out, but still Tex able to shut Prime down. A 3v2 over towards the B side as it turns down to a 1v2. Darky, though, finds another one. There's a chance. 2 isolated duels. Tex and Shadow. Both on one or the other part of the map, and Tex is low. Just 5 HP. Holds his ground down. The molly goes in to clear the angle. Able to buy some time, though. Headshot seen and taken. Darky sends out the smoke. Throws out the frag as well to try and find where Shadow is. There's a chance. Just pulling it. Sends out another smoke as well, tactically taking the map position away. But it's got nothing apart from that. Flash in the hands of Shadow. He's just waiting on that off angle, but the adjustment is so good. Darky takes him down. Converts that big 1v2 round. And puts his team on 8. Max loss bonus working out for the side of slow aimers right now, so they will have another buy in this round. With an SMG in the hand though, but yet again we move yet again towards mid. Yet another shot from Singapore, and he makes it too. Throw down to the first one, tries to get the third, the Joker shuts him down. But the attention is now grabbed. Boat is where the players are. The fight in the water, and a long range shot landed by Darky. Prime finds the last one. Getting another for Rush P. It seems like a broken record which we're playing again and again. Constant fights being taken and constant fights being won. And it is just individual brilliance at this point. Darky and Singapore. Both the players in the double digits, while the rest of them even struggling to find a single one. Joker, my goodness. Overwhelmed with the utility. The frag goes out as well. Gets half of the HP out, though, but still Illusion takes one down. Makes it the second as Anti ran out of bullets. Eventually, was shut down. The word, what a wall bang shot. Illusions have been taken down as Singapore is single-handedly turning this round for his side. Shadow not watching the right angle, but the readjustment is just so good. It's all down to Singapore now. Maybe a 1v2 into the making. Got full HP, got full shields and a full kit of utility. Couple of flashes as well. Play around with, and this time 3 clearing mid. Both the players on the side of slow aimers are isolated. One towards the B side, and the other entirely towards the boat and upper. Singapore has found an opportunity on the B side, though. He's clearing the entire side. Heaven cleared, backside cleared. For the plant as well, sends out a Molotov. Should give out the information as to where the player is. Now the question is, will slow aimers rendezvous at some point? They're both on the very different part of the map. It's going to take a lot of time for them to try and get that. Oh, the position noted, shot not landed, and the off that you needed to find a pick with is now left on ground as Tex. We'll be getting that pick, we'll be getting the upgrade as well, and the defusal will come. No problem out there, and a 9-2 is where we stand for now. Can this be a 9-3? It's called a curse in some of the games, but can we see something similar happen here? Singapore almost converting that for his team as well, and he has been hitting shots. Highest fragger for his team right now, and Free Money and Joker on the other side. Still struggling out here. Illusion in mid to find an opportunity. He can find an angle though. The damage being dealt, but it just is not enough. Singapore yet again. Who answers back on the other side? And look at that. Systematically taking the map space on the other part too. Evox taken. Shot landed though. That's a nasty shot from Joker with the AWP. Not really. That frag. Yeah, not really going where he wanted it to go. It's fine. B side are now being held. He's trying to find something in mid though, but what a shot from Antivirus! Joker was just not watching the right angle though. Free Money shuts down Singapore. So that's one big problem out of the mix, but there's still Darky on the other side. Still Antivirus on the other side. Darky takes the head of Free Money. All the way towards border now. Tex tries to watch if anyone made a cross onto the bridge, but he's a bit too late out there as both the players slowly and steadily making their way over towards the A side. Tex should be hearing all of that. Can hear the bomb go down though, but the angle is what's Darky. What a bait by Antivirus on that tap, and now it's an opportunity for Shadow. Brings it down to 1v1. Up in heaven is where Anti is. And it's hell that he'll send Shadow in. A 10-2 on the attack on Anubis. And it just couldn't be any better for them. The momentum entirely in the favor of Rashby, who are now on the CT side. Slow aimers. They'll have a chance to control the pace, control the momentum, running all the way from upper. They'll be taking the space over towards the A side now. There's only one defender out there, and that is Antivirus. And with pistol, you can try and just overwhelm the player as he's already down, almost fully red by the blood that has been spilled on the ground. He's still trying to survive up in heaven. A couple of players out here as a Singapore. Is the first one to find an opener, make it double as well as Prime finds another. Singapore is just not stopping down. It's a 3K out there as Antivirus. He knows there's a player in smokes as it dissipates, and so is the life out of Tex. Not losing a single one of them. It's a flawless round for Rashby. They did not even have the right read. They didn't know where the hit is gonna be. The pistol was so crucial to make this comeback, but it seems even far away now as this map looking right in the hands of Rush B to close it out. Man, oh man. See it again, a 2-1-1 setup. Watching down in mid Singapore. And the rest, Heymain, it's where the main fight is going to be. Antivirus finds the first one. Can he get the second as well? The SMG in the hand up close and personal is where it's very deadly. There's a bit disconnected out here. Over a fight. Over towards the mid top. Joker was able to find something. Free money though. He's got an opportunity. He's got a perfect timing on that look. He's going all the way towards CT and probably he's giving call to bring his team towards B. There's still a couple of players holding down A. But there's a man in mid watching the cross. Prime lands the shot right on the head as well though, but Shadow quickly answering back on the other side. And now look at the positioning. From behind is where Darky strikes. Hold it down though. Free money. The number 9 in yellow. It's got full mid control. The bridge cross made by Singapore as well. He can try and wrap all the way around from B-main as well to try and catch a timing though. Finally the players rendezvousing over towards the side. Palace clear. Everything clear from the side of CT. So they can try and take that place though, but Shadow does not anticipate this opening. Thought maybe it's from the other side though, but finally free money's been spotted. Information gained, information known, shots been landed. All you need is a headshot. It's all down to the last 10 HP of free money. It's just trying to survive. Not a lot of time. Darky needs to make the move, and he tried, but it's free money to steal a round right from the clutches of Rush B. The going got tough. Free money got going. Couple of AKs in the mix with a few Galils as well. Not the perfect of the buy, but still much better than what Rush B is bringing on the table. They've got their last player up as well, so now it's going to be a full-on 5v5. A flash dodged perfectly out there. Mid control. At least the is being shown out there. Alright, that's the shot being baited. Shadow. Very crispy on with the AK. Makes it a double as well though. Position noted. After this time, taking care of Tex. And Antivirus stands no chance on the side. Should be a simple route for slow aimers now to convert this one, as it's only down to Darky. It's got a Galil in the hand. But no idea in hell where Joker is. Takes the round, makes it a 4-11. A long, long way for any kind of potential comeback. But maybe an opportunity. It was a scrappy buy in the previous one, so just a few eagles into the mix. Oh my goodness, Antivirus, my God, this guy randomly pushes out mid, obliterates Joker, and then runs back. Seems that he's the trump card of his team right now. Trolling that mid as well with the upgraded weapon, Darky. The AK in the hand, able to take one down. Tech answers back on the other path, though, but it's still free money, able to shut down the players and press them. Just being obliterated, a smoke in the face. It's all down to Darky. He knows where the player is, but it's still Shadow winning the duel. Goes in for the bomb plant as well, so extra bit of cash in the bag. Chance now, an opportunity to maybe try and go for this snowball play out here. Hop being brought out, Singapore. Push it up maybe over towards A side, the B is there, all players are rushing, and both the players on the side obliterated in an instant. Control being taken. Mid, position noted. Shot landed up to perfection. All down to Singapore and Shiva. Not the best of the weapon in their hand to go in for this retake. Should be a save though. Loss bonus might hit in, but it's better to try and keep those weaponries in the hands. Maybe looking to do some eco damage to the other side. That's where Shiva is. Hunt is going on though. Hold on a second. Singapore able to shut down Joker though. Position was noted. Eventually taken out. If we could have got that weapon off the hand, maybe that would have been a big thing, but still. It stands, and looking at the bank account, maybe they can afford a few SMGs out here, a few scraps maybe in the hands to try and work around with. 4 AKs out with an M4 false side of slow aimers as they again rush all the way down towards mid. Taking that space, taking that control. Smoke, there's a bit of a gap out there in that smoke, so again, they try and take a bit of that space out here. A Molotov being sent out to try and push back anyone. It's playing over towards the double door still. Oh my goodness. Wanted to go out there, walk in the garden. 1-for-1 trade. Prime was able to trade it out though. Position noted. Pushing it off from Molotov though. Antivirus needs to hold it down. And this SMG in such a close range is the perfect weapon you need. Shadow able to shut down the exploration of Prime over towards the outside out there. And in the meantime, Joker trolling the A main though. He's got an opportunity to try and push out as Darky lost control of that angle, is still watching it. But it's a bit paranoid over towards 2 different angles, and it's been noted. Joker finds the timing on him. Gets control of the side. It's still down to Singapore. Can he find something? Sees a little bit, but now has to push himself back. Smoke in his face. Nothing to do out here. He's probably going to rush it all the way back down though, but still antivirus. It's got a timing maybe. Can maybe find Joker. This is a doable round because Shadow is down to 2 HP. And Filler is where Shadow stands though. 1-for-1 trade. Singapore. Now AWP in the hands. Shadow is low, but yeah, it's going to run it back down. It's going to go and save. Not the best bank out there. And a bit of a recession out, so they will have to keep this weapon in hand. Another round for slow aimers now.
Terrorists win.
And it seems like slowly there's life. Slowly we can see them pulling it all the way up, and a big step up from all of their players, to be honest. Not a single one is doing a heavy lifting. Everyone is doing their own job. And their idea of finding some timings in the mid, it has been absolutely perfect. Way too deep smoke this time around. And all the way towards the stairs. Again, exploration out there in the open towards B long. And a pick being found onto free money. Now I'm going to go back and try to retake that space. And Joker says, I'm going to do that job. Though on the other part of the map, does not anticipate antivirus. That's a big upgrade now. All the weapons in the hands. 4v3 advantage. Rush B after a long time. We are seeing them in control of this map. Talking with the AWP. Everyone from Rush B playing all passive. And I like this idea. They're respecting slow aimers. And they're watching out different avenues, covering the 6 of each other. But look at the position of Shadow. He's found an opening through Palace. Maybe he can catch one player out there. But hold on. Darky has been noted. He had no clue about what's happening there. 6 path. Able to take one down though. Back and forth fight on the other side. Weapon in hand, but takes. Still wins it out. Jumping out of there. It's been such a silly round, but it's still down to the last 1v1. And what a call from Tex. He's going all the way towards the A side. Antivirus should catch that timing in a few seconds, though. He should have an idea about what's happening. The plant will go down now, but where will Tex position himself is the big question. Can't really go for a big wraparound. Antivirus has got absolutely no clue. Clearing all the avenues out now, finally. Deciding to go in from Pladu. Tex. He's almost playing it brilliantly. It's such an open plant. It could be just anywhere. Now the flash out on the face. Molotov thrown in. He's low in that HP, but Anti has to force out this fight. He's got no time out there. One is going to buy a few more seconds though. It's a fight peak and Tex will win the round. What a way to close things out for his team. He played this round to absolute perfection. And finally, the side of Rushby are looking vulnerable. Crabs across the board yet again. And a huge presence towards mid and B. Want to try and catch the players out in mid. Anyone wants to make a cross towards the board. I've already done that in the meantime though. It's in the hands of Illusion to try and find something. Darky though pushes out. In an opportunity through the smoke, catches one on the trade. Eventually traded out as well on the other side. Shadow runs him through the smoke. Joker, holy smokes! Did he just not realize? Finally turns around, sees the player. 6 part down. Prime. A couple of shots landed onto him, so he's gonna reposition all the way back though. But it's all up in vain. 2 different players finding 2 major opportunities. Antivirus almost winning it, but Tex still is running high on adrenaline. Lands in the shot. 3 HP combined from 2 players from slow aimers. Maybe this is the round where Rushby can finally move to the map point. Tex. And he see one. Sees the barrel. Both of them noting each other. Down to 24. Prime though. Flash on the other side. Street peeking from different end. They need both of them together. Molotov goes in. Going in for the plant, but Singapore has got the perfect time moving in from mid. The angle is watched out for. Illusion is there in an off angle. A bit of that, but it does not work. Lands in a couple with a shot in the dome by Singapore. Clearing the angles perfectly, but it's a 1-for-1 as Prime will push his team to the map point. Goes in for the defuse as well. And after such a long time, it is Rush B. After 6 straight rounds. After the pistol that they found. And finally, looking in a prime position to close it. Konami is absolutely goated for slow aimers right now. They've got everything that they need. Couple of frags out there in the open through boat is where we might possibly see the first fight as Antivirus. Watching the A-main. Two Molotovs being thrown here and there. 4-player rendezvousing over. A-main is the most important fight out there. Antivirus burnt alive, taken down. But it's 6 bars. All the way in back. No one's noting him. He's seen 1, maybe 2 out there in the open though, but there's still Joker up on bridge. Somehow able to find another one. And it's both the players, Darky and Prime. The 2 out there, 18 and 16 out in their own hands. Singapore, the man 25 who's been taken down. Molotov being thrown out in the smoke though, not really sure if that was the best thing. But it's going to be a safe call. Slow aimers. Still surviving. Still living. Still breathing. Not yet down and out though. And for everyone who thought this one's going to be a very quick series, I'm pretty sure you might want to pop in a few more popcorns out there, people. Because this is not getting over early.
Terrorists win.
A hunt maybe by Joker, maybe to find someone? Absolutely not. Round gets over just at the right time. A 12-9. 3 more chances for Rushby to close it out. 3 more opportunities. Smoke towards the double doors though, but still information being gained by Six Path, and this time they've decided to maybe put a few extra bodies over towards the B-long. But the first one's been taken down. Darky catches one instantly. And not just one, but rather a few more out there. A Six Path catches another, and in an instant, it's turned down to a 3v2 though. Pretty solid shot by Illusion. Joker needs to win out his own fight towards the E-main. Tries to fire in a few more shots as Joker will eventually push Antivirus all the way back towards the side. He repositions in. Shot being landed, and it's Antivirus to land in on the head. Still controlling that space, still on an off angle. Sees another one, and it's a tap on the body. Illusion will fall. And the truth now revealed. And it is Rush B with a 10-2 struggling to close the map, but still will win it out in a 39 fashion. Singapore with a trifecta, most triple kills out here by the man, MVP of the series, or rather the game. But what a game. But ladies and gentlemen, this is just the map of Anubis. We've still got Mirage, we've still got Ancient, potentially. And I know you really want to see what's going to happen out there, but make sure you don't go anywhere. It's going to be up after this very short break.
thousand eyes, no breath, no sound, only death on battleground. Beneath the lights where silence breaks, steel and fire, the shadows wake. A thousand eyes, no breath, no sound, only death on battleground. One shall rise as others fall. Echoes haunt the smoke-wrapped hall. Aim is truth and time runs thin. Let the cursed game begin. Beneath the lights where silence breaks, steel and fire, the shadows wake. A thousand eyes, no breath, no sound, only death on battleground. One shall rise as others fall. Echoes haunt the smoke-wrapped hall. Aim is truth and time runs thin. Let the cursed game begin.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that nail-biting first map of Anubis, we are back again into the Conquest String Esports Showdown Southeast Asia, sponsored by String Metaverse and brought to you by Showdown and High IQ. It's again Rush B and Slow Aimers in front of us now in map number 2. It's going to be of Mirage, so let's get ready already. That turned out pretty well. As you already seen the first pick out here in the open, in the mid though, Darky. Standing out there in the open, not really expecting what to do as Shadow. Jumping out quickly, taking them down, and that's the fun fact. The game has not really started. I'm just trying to warm up my own throat out there so that I can provide the best experience out there. Skated this side though, and I know there's a lot of people wondering where Raiden is. He will be back here soon. Don't worry about this, people. He will be back here soon. His strike is level best to quickly hop in again. All the players are now connected. They're all ready to fire things up. But here's the fun thing. Rush B have got a map advantage. Anubis, yes, did go close. 39, but the first half was a 10-2. And if in case there were only a couple of more rounds, that would have gone for Slow Aimers. I'm pretty sure we would have seen an OT on that one, or maybe Slow Aimers even closes that one map out here because they played a phenomenal D-side. Considering how Mirage really works, really expecting them to run a flawless D-side out here. So many places in the map to exploit. Some long-range fights as well, which you need to win out there when you're standing in mid. We'll just have to wait and see how the game plan is going to work out for both of these teams out there, people. Yes, one thing is for sure, it's going to be a pretty nail-biter between both of them. Alright, here we go. Everyone's ready out here. In the Conquest String Esports Showdown Southeast Asia, people, it's the second map of the first quarter finals between Rush B taking on Slow Aimers. 1-0 in favor of Rush B as this time start on map number 2. Slow Aimers on the T side, Rush B on the CT side, and it's highly possible. You might actually see a lot of control out there in the hands of slow aimers because they did showcase what they did on the D side back on the map. Anubis right now, all the way moving in. Ramp out there, trying to take control. Few shots being taken. Back and forth fight though. A good answer back and a good control on the side of Six Path though. As he gets another one. This man is not stopping. Gets 4 of them right onto their head, and it's all down to just one. And it's free money. This should be an ace call. They're trying for him to get that as Singapore has been taken down. A 1v2 into the making out there. They've already spotted Darky and Six Path. Both of them out. Full Kevlars, full health. But a question mark now being created. Actually moving, towards the other side through spawn. He still wants to just cut noise and go back to the same place. Free money, can he do it? Position noted, and it's an ace to start things off. Rush B. What a way. And what a statement. Absolutely diabolical gameplay from Six Path this time. Stranded out there alone, single-handedly held down the entire side. No trades whatsoever from slow aimers, and that's a big blow to their gut. Moving over towards the other side now, and mid is not a place where you'd rather want to take those fights. 1-for-1 though, Spot this time taken down. Right in the underpass, Darky able to shut down Tex. Went out there for exploration out in the spawn, antivirus. Rather, towards the mid-top. Shuts down one more. Not having any major problems out there, right? Bullets in the dome. It's all down to just one last illusion, who will be quickly brushed off as well. (2-0) start yet again. This time on the CT side. So Rushby on the back of Six Path. They're looking pretty dominant out here. Although a bit too late though. Holy smoke, they've not noted where Prime is. Prime's been taken down though, because he's not noted where free money was. Pushing all the way far forward out here in mid. Another trade. The shot being landed, moves in over towards the jungle to shut another down, and just as quickly. Slow aimers taking control of the A side and shutting down everyone. That's something we did not expect. Rush, we will have to actually focus down a bit more over towards maintaining control of the ramp, because we can't really allow the members of slow aimers to walk out just like that. This time around, all of them want to go in from mid. Illusion able to just chip down a bit of damage out there on Prime though, but still back and forth fight, and it's a 4. AWP out there in the hands of antivirus. Want to take a shot over towards the connector, but Smoke will now dissipate. Moves into the ladder room, and that frag should chip out a bit though, but he just moves up. Should be taken down as antivirus. Trying to hold down the position, and that's both the weapons out. Shadow and Tex winning out there, both individuals. The AWP now being stolen. On the attacking side, Tex is the man who's going to hold it. Economy in shambles. They've actually broken that in a very solid round though. I like how slow aimers are doing multiple things, right? They're not just sticking to one kind of game plan. In one of the rounds, they moved in from ramp. In one, they've controlled the mid. This time around again, a 1-1-3 spread out. Holding down mid, Joker. Close and personal. An off-angle player does not notice that. Darky lands a shot on the skull and Six Path finds his own opening onto Illusion though, and through the underpass. Prime goes unnoted. Still want to try and catch him down though. Wait, and a full spray, but a full blind onto Shadow. And just like that, it's only the op in the hands. Sticks now just moving from back alley. Going in the underpass though. Can he keep this weapon in his hand? Yeah, inside the market. Heard something and a shot. Bit too late as Prime. Quick on that trigger, pulls it out. And a round being won. But a nasty shot yet again from 6 parts. This man, he just can't bring into his side. This man is holding down the A side like anything. The push all the way down was the shot this time from Park where the push seemed to be coming up close to emerge. Take the control out here. Shot that is black. Oh, jump up. One take out. Still has one more shot. If one eventually traded. Try to control the oh, what a timing by Sima. Takes one more down through the smoke. Really noting the players and they line out in the open. Down, money get both of them. And an explosive entry over towards the B side. Fortunate for Singapore being brought on that jump up. Hopefully, expecting all the players to move so far forward. This time, as well being thrown out. The shot was the arch, the shot being taken. One decision though, and that's another great made by Art. Joker and free money quickly towards that mid. Broken the defense. It's all the way down. The shot not yet landed. Darky being caught for the cat timing on Shadow, but Shadow perfectly baiting those footsteps out. And he will shut down Antivirus as well. Another good round on the attacking side. Finally taking the lead away. And also breaking the economy. Should be a save round yet again. Rashbi this time around taking a tactical timeout. Got to discuss about their defensive setup. They've been tested almost on every other front, and the only thing that has technically worked for them have been those A pushes, and that too when 6th Path was just demolishing everyone. And since then, I think so the Slowy must have decided just to avoid him entirely. And up all the way going in towards the nest. Molotov in the connector though, so it definitely is. A lot of question marks out there that this might actually be a mid push, but it's all in a fake. Kind of utils being thrown out over towards the A site as well. Singapore. They're on exploration duties though as Prime. Standing in the hill. Singapore is holding the arches down, but as long as he can hold this one angle though, sees the player, hits the head as well of Shadow, but Tech quickly trails out on the other side. It's going to be the second one on board as well as Illusion quickly pops in from the palace. It's down the player. The bomb should go down. An open plant out here as Illusion catches one more. Darky quickly able to answer back though. Weapon, can he grab it is the question. As for the guard duty, there's already there, but free money. Able to walk in from behind, shut one down. It's all down to Singapore. Sees another one, lands another shot. Gets an upgrade as well for the AK in this hand. Now from the stair is where Joker stands. It's no time to go for the defuse itself, though, but all he can do is probably try and go for the economical damage. Both the players out. The perfect double peak and slow aimers. Got a bit risky out there, I'll have to say, but still were able to close out the round. Singapore controlling the angle of the archers, and it's been a couple of times where the players of slow aimers have been caught in that part of the map from archers itself. Either towards the underpass, the sniper's nest has been their strong point though, but again, changing a few things yet. Molotov all the way towards the apartment, but underpass yet being controlled though. Illusion and Tex finding their own openers in the mid, and that has basically opened both the sides now. In order to cancel that, there's been a push out, but Illusion still shuts him down. Darky able to not just get one, rather two in the smoke. He was able to stay alive, but he's the only one who's been left alive in mid now. It's Antivirus. It's taken down as well in the apartment. Darky, what's he gonna do? Going in from the ups as well. Try and find something, but Joker in an off angle is just watching it. Can try and crouch down to try and make that cross, though he sees one. Lands the shot right on the dome, but now they know where he's coming from. Time is ticking, and it's an open plant. Market open, or rather, hold on. This is not a market plant. Sticking for the defuse. Going to try and hold it down, though, but Illusion jumps out and wins out the round. 6 in the hands already. Why would you expect a player to be towards the market when it's not a market plant? But guess what? Illusion just double played out there. Nasty indeed. Doubling their lead already. Widespread 3-2. This could eventually be an ace split out there as Illusion just breaks it open. This man is doing everything single-handedly. Shuts down all 3 players on the A side, and this was a stacked side though. Slow aimers are not slowing down at all. And a lovely cover from this man. Could be an ace though, in an off angle. The last player, Darky, will shut him down. And it's a 3v1. And he can just dream of taking it down as the light is brightening up the ground. It's another round win. Slow aimers is absolutely not stopping. A double op though being brought in from the side of Rush B. Maybe this can change a few things. Maybe this time might see something different though, but again the smoke lineup going in. Nest as well. They've dropped down one more on Cat to try and made that control though, but this is already the first pick. Singapore still controlling the part of patches out here. But look at number 7 in yellow. Look at free money. Look at the exploration he's doing. Though that's been watched out for. So 6 path getting another pick. Now that's the op noted. So you'd eventually think maybe the other part of the map is free, but it's absolutely not. And Rush B are not giving any inch to slow aimers. Head noted. Shot being taken. The fight not yet being won, so Prime will just go back. Can't really afford to give any kind of 1v1 to slow aimers. It's a 5v3 right now. Don't want to give up on that advantage. And Antivirus makes it. It gets even further in their favor. The op is there. One in the hands of Darky and the next in 6 path. Lovely shot from him. Being taken down, and that's a flawless round coming in from Rush B. The double op and the mid control finally working in their favor. And I think so they've kind of figured out what they really need to do. Take control of the mid. Don't let slow aimers take that. And move forward. Did a few things yet again. 3-player in mid this time. Tex able to shut one down. Was the Ram though, and the op not finding the value. Darky gets obliterated by Illusion out here though. Two people jumping through the smoke, and Singapore just breaks them down. It's a back and forth fight out there. Still, it's in the favor of slow aimers with Illusion popped out at the last. And a lovely off angle from Free Money. Throughout all of that chaos, my man jumped in the sniper's nest, holds down from the rotation from spawn. Wins out the round for his team. Only two people out there in double digits from the side of slow aimers, but Illusion is the man. And he's the reason for this 8-4. So many openers. So many multi-kills. And on the back of it now, slow aimers on the CT side have got a chance to try and get the pistol, move a bit more closer to close out this map and force us on a map number 3 of Ancient. Two shots being landed out there. The bomb's going to be planted out. A lot of people pushing all the way through jungle. They're going to go in over towards the spawn as well. Showing that room shot being landed, but it's still Free Money. Catching another shot. Joker answers back as well, and Free Money on that trigger. Perfect with the trade. Through the stairs, he lands another one. While the rest of the players take control of the side, go for the defuse. What a round from slow aimers. And Free Money.
Counter-terrorists win.
A crucial 3K for him. And an important pistol being won yet again. It's kind of fair enough though. Mirage, Illusion. Should have been obvious to me that Illusion is actually going to play pretty good on the map of Mirage. And that is not supposed to make anyone laugh. Lit fight out here. For a press in the underpass as well. Shot being taken. 1-for-1 trade. Singapore able to take one down as well. Make it 2 as Darky with the SMG. It's Illusion 2. That's a big one. A long range fight though. Not preferable for 6-path. Still takes it. Still taken down. An antivirus. Almost catching Shadow. But it still gets him down, and it's all down to Singapore. Sitting in the nest. Waiting. Someone to show their face. And the face has been shown, but it's his own face as Tex will shut him down. Long range. And the SMG is still absolutely fine. A 10-4, and it's not just an uphill battle now. It's an absolute steep rock climb. Broken a nest, a bit too delayed though, and a long range fight. Free Money will eventually pick that free kill as well in the hands. Flash going in, a couple of players now will have to push back though. It's just taking a lot of space over. Antivirus moving a bit too fast towards the nest though. Way too up close and personal. Catches not one, but finds the timing on Shadow as well. And he's broken over the side. And on the back of it, will try to find the third as Darky supports him. Steal that one away. Illusion answers back. Down to a 3v2. Still, there's an opportunity. Singapore holding down the link. There's a Molotov now to push the player out in the open, and Singapore will nail that shot. Joker, the last man, with an M4 in the hand. Barrel noted, shots being taken, fight being won, and it's Rush B. Call it a thrifty round as well. Had nothing but SMGs and antivirus. Nails it out, runs and guns them down. Absolutely nasty. Another bit push, yes, again. They do the exact same thing they did in the previous one. Unfortunate timing for antivirus. This time it's Illusion to win out. Taki as well taking one down, and Shadow pulling down the smoke exit, lands in a shot on the door. An Illusion as well with the upgraded AK. Catches another one. It's quickly down to the sixth path. It's got to activate the Sage of the sixth path energy as well. If he needs to do something. Kofi himself is the Naruto, but this time seems like he's not. An 11-5, a victory. Short-lived. An economy in shambles yet again. Opener in the hands of Darky this time from the big AWP investment. It's an AK as well in the hands. Crucial one indeed. There's a long range fight. Prime wins out that crucial one. The hell, there's still one more, but no one had an idea with Singapore had reached down there in the hell though. Sixth path yet again. Take the fight to him and win out. That antivirus just holds down that off angle. You don't expect anyone to be there, Joker. Caught off guard. (11-6) in the mix. Still possible, still doable. As it's another save round for slow aimers. Darky with the AWP. Sixth path. Forward towards the ramp as well. It's all the fights being converted. Rush B. Taking control of the entire A side. And it's all down to just free money. Pretty sure it should be taken down though. Surely not happening. The eagle in the hand. Yep. It's gonna be trying to shut him down. Rush B has been taking that mid control multiple times now. I think this is high time for slow aimers to try and take control of that space, maybe throw a frag in the smoke, try and dissipate it, and maybe catch the members of Rush B when they're making their move. But it seems like they're still gonna rush all the way down towards the A side. Gonna take that space. A lot of pressure right now in the face of Darky. And he's standing out perfectly in that. Just got a pistol in the hand, catches two of them. Sixth path with the nade, gets the third as Darky with the AWP. Gets another one single-handedly. Dismantles the entire push of slow aimers. Puts up his team on Earth. Should be. Unless Shadow does something out of the world. For now, he's going to be sent out of this world. Could not get the bomb down on time, so no extra money, but it's absolutely fine. Their economy is kind of flourishing right now. AWP into the mix in the hands of Tex. Interesting to see how Illusion is actually running with the SMG though, and he's the top fragger of the team, so he's probably going to try some close range fights, maybe standing around the area of arches, holding down the apartment post. He's going to be forced out of his place, and he's done for. What a lovely molly in the ladder room. And again, control being taken of the nest. Tex has no clue what's about to hit him. And look at the positioning of Prime. It's just out of this world. Catches 1-2. Illusion good for one. Makes it a 3-1 as well. Trying to control on side, but just overwhelmed by the sheer numbers. And Rush B going in for another plant. Shot by Shadow though. An opportunity maybe. Takes an AK in the hand, quickly swaps it up. Shot being missed out here. Molotov being thrown in to try and force out the flush from one side. And Arch is not in control, but Prime in a prime position. Put his team at 2 rounds apart. 11-9, and it seems much more doable now. Just 2 more rounds because it's another eco round, so you could technically say just 1 round away. The Op not really finding the value. Sloimers anticipated him to find. Shot from it this time around though, but it's a massacre. Singapore and 6 Path shut down the push. And it's already a 3K. It's all the way down to Illusion, and through the smoke, the shots land perfectly. And now just 1 round away from the equalizer. Rush B, it seems like they just want to rush down the series to 0. Or maybe Tex with this off can deny that. Smoke in the nest. Mid control taken. Yet again, Spirit Navy on the way out in the open. Tex! Not really hoping to see what he did out there. That's a big mistake. And now Joker will have to push out to an extremity to take the match pace away. Antivirus has been here many times, but this time free money puts him back to his place, anticipates Darky as well. Brings his team on an advantage right now. Play need to be made, and 6 Path. The shadow steps out there. It's another individual fight right now. Oh my goodness, the cross just not there. 6 Path's been taken down, but look at Prime. And look at Joker. They're literally behind each other. Joker should win this round for his team if Singapore decides to go towards the B side. Less Prime. Lovely play. Takes down free money, so now they've noted a position. And this time around, position noted as well, but Joker has been shut down, and eventually this turns into a 2v1 now in favor of Rush B. Can Illusion do something? Is the big question. This guy has been standing up in almost every single round. 2 isolated duels. Oh, he does not anticipate the second. He's got no idea. Singapore does not see him. Hello? Someone's got to turn around there. He can throw the smoke as well and go for the defuse. Got to stick it, but the spam is just perfect from Prime. And he equalizes the score. 11-11. This does not seem to be a fake comeback, but rather seems like a perfect control. Smoke on the connector, position being held this time around. Singapore eventually taken down. That's a nice shot from Tex. This time they anticipate. This time they take them down though and make it fight the shadow. Will be able to shut down Antivirus. Darky's good for 1, but only 1. Eagle into the hand, make it 2, as well as Prime answers back on the other side. Brings it down to a 2v2. This is doable. Maybe not for long. Oh my goodness! Prime just decides to turn into a demon. And not just gets 1, but rather 2 and move to the series point. 7 consecutive rounds on the attacking side of Mirage. Seems like we're not going on ancient today, people. Seems like a quick work in peace. And they're not gonna pick what's not broken though. Bit of a head being seen out there, but again the flashes not really helping slow him out as Prime finds one, but good answer from Shadow as well. On the other side, throws out another flash illusion. Click on that trigger, trades it out, takes one more down. Prime has been inserted yet again in the sniper's nest one more time. But it's all down to Shadow to try and find him and take him out. He's watching for it. Prime catches one, make it two. Singapore as well answers back. Shadow not able to do anything as Singapore was just so ready for him. It's all the way down to Tex. Good for one, but can he do something more? 50 more seconds to work with. Rushby have got time. They know where the last player is. If they decide, they can actually go towards the B side. But no, they want to take the fight to him, and Tex is ready with the answer. Quickly moves up on Princess as well. Can he find the last? And now is the answer. It's Darky with the Deagle to put the final nail in their coffin and close out this series. What an insane play from Rush B. Impeccable T-side, impeccable attacking rounds. It's gonna have the weapon master as well with the most unique weapon kills of 10. My guy literally turned into the founding titan and stomped through everyone throughout the side of their opponents. Nasty play though, but congratulations to Rushby. They're the winners of the first quarterfinals and they move in the semi-finals. The first team to move in the semi-finals out here. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not just about it. We still have got one more series remaining, and that's going to be between Qeeyou and Global Gaming, which will be there after this short break. So don't go anywhere.